Hey guys, it's Ashleen. I wanted to share a couple of little makeup tricks and hints and tips that I've picked up along the way from when I started back in pharmacy in 2002 up to now, that I've picked up from other tubers that I've been watching. Stuff that a lot of it's trial and error because I have a very oily skin type. So if you want to get some tips and hints and tricks, then just keep on watching. Right, so I found the best way for, especially for oily skin, for foundation to stay all day and to stop the oil production is to actually use a moisturiser. Now, bear with me because I never ever used a moisturiser. I started watching Nakia Joy, who was an Australian YouTuber. She also has a very similar, looks terrible. I've just been eating, pardon. She has a very similar skin type to me, and basically what she said was, and it makes a hell of a lot of sense, your skin is going to produce oils if it's dry. It's going to try and counteract the dryness. So if you use a moisturizer morning and night, you're going to find that your body's not going to want to produce as much oils because the oil's already there. So use a moisturizer. I use a Neutrogena Hydro Boost water gel. No, so it's hydrating, it doesn't leave a sheen, and I use that morning and night. I'll also use an eye cream. The eye cream is, because I'm starting to get a few, once you get over 30, you wake up and there's a wrinkle there every day. So I use the Revitalift Laser Renew L'Oreal. It's just an eye cream, and I put it on morning and night as well. Then use a primer because that creates a barrier between your skin and the makeup that you're going to put on, which also it makes your makeup stay longer. You don't use as much product, and you just get a lot more wear and durability out of your makeup. So that's what the first sort of tip I found is: make sure you use a moisturizer, make sure you look after your skin, and make sure you use a primer. The best one I've found for dry skin is your hydrating primers, your luminizing primers for dry skin. You're going to get that natural dewy look anyway. If you've got oily skin, go for a mattifying primer or pore minimizing primer. Smashbox do a photo finish one. I use the Hourglass Mineral Veil one. ELF do a hydrating primer, which is great for dry skin. L'Oreal also do one Lumi Magique primer. There's heaps of primers out there, so if you know what kind of skin type you have, then you're going to be a lot better off when you go and buy the actual product. But you will find that you're going to get a massive difference and a lot longer wear out of your foundation if you use that. For concealer, so I always do moisturizer, primer, then I'll go in and do my foundation. Concealers, when you're doing under eye concealing, if you're like me, you crease up under here. So use a concealer that's 1 to 2 shades lighter than your foundation. That's going to illuminate the area. The light will bounce off it and you're not going to look as dark underneath. If you're concealing blemishes, don't use a lighter concealer. You don't want to illuminate them. Choose something that's the same color as your foundation. So if you want to, if the blemish is particularly red, get something with a green. Get a green color correcting first. Pop that on, blend it in, then put your concealer over the top. The green will counteract the redness and it's not going to be as noticeable or as visible. Always set your foundation. You're going to get a lot longer wear out of it. So a translucent setting powder. Rimmel do one called Stay Matte. There's Maybelline, they do one called Matte Maker. I found my new holy grail is the original RCMA No Colour Powder. It's fantastic. It doesn't tend to give a flashback. I haven't experienced that with it yet. There's hundreds of translucent setting powders out there, but whatever you do, don't set a liquid foundation with a powder foundation. It's just too much build up, and that's when your foundation starts to go cakey. Now, to avoid that white flashback after you have like when you take photos with flash photography and your face looks like 50 shades, like a sheet of paper compared to the rest of your body. To avoid that and to stop that from happening, don't use a foundation that's got an SPF in it or a zinc-based foundation, because the zinc is what is white, and the flash reflects off the zinc and will make you a lot whiter. So avoid any sunscreen with an SPF in it. Oh, sorry, and my back is a bit sore today. So avoid for nighttime use. For daytime use, it's fine because you're not going to have photos taken of you. But for nighttime use, or if you're going out, if you're going to a special occasion and you know you're going to be having flash photography taken, avoid anything with a zinc or a sunscreen in it. That'll stop that. If you're not sure, some foundations have the zinc and the sunscreen in it and you don't get the flash back. But the best way to test it is take a photo using flash photography and check it before you go on that, before you go out and on that event. Any other questions that you guys have, just leave a comment down below and I'll get back to you. I'm going to have a lot of downtime because I am going in to have an operation done next Monday. So I will be sitting in front of the computer, and if you want to know anything, just leave me a comment. Get in contact with me via my social media, which is also going to be listed in the comment box below, and I can see what I can do to help you. Anyway, take care guys, hooroo.